My name is Lauren. I'm with NOLA.com, and today we are with Chef Toya. What are we cooking today?
We're cooking chicken and andouille sausage gumbo just in time for the cold weather. We have everything prepped right now. We have the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit of the culinary world. That's the Trinity. That's onions, celery, and bell peppers. We have shredded rotisserie chicken. Then we have one of the New Orleanian favorites, and that's hot sausage meatballs. You throw that in the liquid and it's gonna taste like it's directly from somebody's kitchen in New Orleans. And we have the andouille sausage. So now it's roux time. Now it's just as simple as this.
You say it's simple.
I'm telling you, I mean it. Cut that heat on a little bit. And then you're gonna just add, I've seen people spoon the flour in. Look, we're just gonna add it in just like that. Just that simple, right? And now we're gonna mix it around.
Wow.
You'll notice the darker that it gets, because right now we're at the blind stage. The darker that it gets, that's when it starts to relax. The objective is basically making sure that nothing sticks to the bottom of the pan. Now we're at a beautiful color. This is a really good beginner's roux right here. This dark, heavy caramel, close to milk chocolate. You know, this is the good spot to be in, and you see how calm it looks. It's really aggressive at this point, so you have to be careful. So to cool the roux down so we can add it to the hot stock right here, we're gonna add this Trinity.
Wow.
And then once it's mixed like this, and you see how relaxed it looks, that's letting you know it's not sizzling, it's not doing anything. It's letting you know that, hey, I'm ready to be added to the stock.
So that was the hardest part.
The hardest part
Okay.
is making the roux. And at this point, you can look at it and gauge, do I prefer my gumbo to be thicker or do I prefer it to be thinner? You know, there is a sweet spot for everyone. You just have to figure out what your household likes. Now, if you look at it, look how it's rolling around. It's all beautiful and brown right now. All right, so now we're gonna add the heaping amount of garlic. Add that in. That going. Now we're gonna add the sausage. All right, so we're gonna take these tongs, and you don't want to dump them all in out of the regular sausage because this can actually stick together. So you wanna basically place them in. And then let this cook for about 5 minutes. And then you're gonna start adjusting as far as seasoning, because you wanna give the sausage a chance to influence the liquid.
How long do you say that this should sit before you put the chicken in?
Really, if you're boiling it, if you're basically cooking it the way I'm cooking it right now, how quick it's rolling, I would say about five, maybe 10 minutes, depending, you know, on your stove and how you're doing it. Because you always wanna taste as you go, because you wanna know what's happening. You want to be in control of the meal all the time. Now we're going to add this rotisserie seasoned chicken. I seasoned this and seared it with my chicken seasoning. And it really captures that rotisserie chicken flavor, the one you pick up from the supermarket that you love so much. My rule of thumb with gumbo, you want to get your gumbo to a place where it's more salty by itself, because you have to add rice to it.
Oh, you're right.
You can taste that now and think,
really good.
Oh, I'm good. I don't need any more. You're right, you don't. But when you add rice, it's gonna snatch the life out of your meal.
Right.
Like literally, because it's so bland. So that's why the liquid is supposed to be more salty. Same method with beans and any other sauce you're putting over rice. So now that we're in a sweet spot, you see all of that stuff at the top? That's the oil.
Okay.
You want to render that off. You want the oil to influence the liquid, let it bond with it, and then you take out the excess. You see?
Okay.
You see what I'm doing?
Yes.
I'm dunking it just below so the oil can go in. We have the bowls here. You typically have like a plate underneath of the bowl, just so if you want to wedge bread or crackers or anything like that. We have the parsley right here as well. Typically, if you want to get a really good, you know, everybody's about Instagram and stuff these days. So if you want to get a really good bowl, make sure you swipe around the bottom of the pot. see? Mm-hmm. And you see how it's full of flavor? Mm-hmm. You wanted to leave a good memory. All right, so that's how you make gumbo. Now you know, and you can pull that out your back pocket whenever people come over, or if you want to just impress your husband, have at it. And
Thanks
that's it.
so much. Thanks for coming and joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Lauren, and thanks for joining us. This is Mardi Gras for all y'all.